So Burned is the story of a young protagonist, barista, works in a coffee shop, and he is an artist. He has this passion for his coffee and his craft, the way he chooses the beans, the way he roasts the beans, the way he, prepares a cup of coffee. This really means a lot to him, and he's really dismayed and sad that nobody seems to get it. He goes to work every day and he puts out this amazing thing, and people are ordering their soy lattes, they're ordering their coffee and just sugaring it down, and that's got him a little bummed. And on this day, though, this beautiful woman walks in and really catches his eye, and he sees something in her that perhaps makes him think of the coffee that he makes. He appreciates a beauty in her that maybe not other people are getting, but he is certainly getting. And she seems to notice him, and there's lots of flirting that goes on. But he's at work, right? So he's still making coffee, and she goes and sits down, and he's got this challenge of how do I, make this work. This really isn't his forte, this approaching women, and she's certainly, she's been around the block before. She's not going to make this easy at all. And there's other obstacles. There's another man who shows up, and he kind of gets in the way, and there's another woman who kind of becomes a distraction, and in the end, as the title suggests, I think everybody kind of gets burned, but it really is a fun day, especially for our hero. This is the first film that we're making as Dad's House Productions. My daughter Sarah is the director. She graduated recently from San Francisco State University with a degree in cinema production. And an old joke about Dad's House is that, growing up, if ever anything was done at my place, we would joke that it's a Dad's House production. And Sarah's little sister Georgie made us a logo made out of crayon, and it was just kind of a joke. But at the end of her sophomore year, she came home and said, we should really do this. So at the end of her senior year, I went up to San Francisco to start talking about some ideas, some screenplay ideas that I had. And, we were about to graduate, what are we going to do? And we revived this old idea that was originally called the Tango. And it's called the Tango because, what goes on between our hero and the woman of extraordinary beauty really is very much, in a sense, the tango. The dance, the flirting and the eye watching and the very slow, seductive approach of what may be. We had the idea back when Sarah was in high school, but we weren't really able to pull it off. And so at our first meeting in San Francisco, we decided to revive this as the first go for the production company, the first go for Sarah out of school as a non-class project. And it's really exciting. We've procured the site location is local here in Auburn. It's a coffee shop called Depot Bay, and they've agreed to let us use the place in the afternoons this coming September. We've almost finalized the music, and the music is probably the biggest part. The really fun thing about this whole story is that there's no dialogue. It's all set to the music of this tango called No Pain for Cakes, by an old avant-garde jazz band from the 70s and 80s called the Lounge Lizards. And so a lot of fun, being producer, is that I've actually spoken to John Lowry, the composer and the band leader of the Lounge Lizards, and we've emailed and gotten his permission, and now we're getting permission from Universal Music Group and Verve to use the track recording. And so it's been an exciting pre-production time. We've almost got everything in place. We've cast everybody but the barista, actually. The guy that we had chosen backed out on us at the last minute. Last minute's probably the wrong thing to say, because it was immediately after we cast him, and we still have many minutes to go. So we're looking. Sarah's auditioning people in San Francisco, and I'm helping assist that with some local people up here. And We're really excited about this film. So we're here on Indiegogo, hoping to get some assistance. Even a 7-minute short film is going to cost some money. So we'd appreciate any help anybody can give us. We've got, we think, a fun package of gifts that'll go out to people who donate. Thank you in the credits, T-shirt, poster, the DVD. For people who really want to give a lot of money, there'll be some executive producer credits. Everything's listed down below. And even if you don't, or can't, just get the word out. Get the word out about the film and Dad's House Productions. We'd really appreciate it. And we're really excited, and we can't wait to get this finished and show everybody. So thank you for your support, and stay tuned. Visit us on www.dadshouseproductions.com, and we're also on Facebook and Tumblr. So I can't wait. Can't wait to get this finished. Thanks a lot.